The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10 is Connor. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Rosen here down around his own goal line. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Ready. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Connor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 65. 65. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Let go.
Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Check 9. Slam. Motion. One day. Buzz.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it. That's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's checking.
Throwing on second down. Hill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Jordan Reed. Incomplete. It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jordan Reed. Incomplete. 3 plays and out.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now it's Rosen looking. And he slings one that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but the defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
50 teams a night. Watch 80. All day. All day. One day. Come. Switch. 80 weapon.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground with Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here I come again. Switch. Check 99.
Here's Rosen. Wilson's got it complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
He's checking Craig. Kill.
Rosen will throw. They're able to locate Wilson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Sling. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Rosen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go. 10 logo. Defense wins championship, baby. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
No. 36. Shut that. Motion. Check. Shift.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you. He's coming. We got double up. Middle. Check right. Watch.
Throwing now is Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the